Okay. Hello, welcome back to some more Sam and Max, the Devil's Playhouse. We have just, we have just defeated episode 2 of the 5-episode season 3 of Sam and Max, the Devil's Playhouse. Basically we just learned about how Sam and Max's grandparents were originally in possession of the Devil's Toy Box, and that's how it came to New York from Egypt. And when we finished watching all the films, Sam came back from his restroom break, and he noticed that Max's head was cut open, and inside his brain is missing. His brain was taken from someone or by someone. La da da da, la da da da, la da da da, la da da da, ba da 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 da, ba na, ba na ma, ba na ma, ba na na, boom wow, boom wow, boom boom wow, boom wow, ba ma, ba ma, ba ma. Brennan Q. Ferguson. Well, that was crazy though. You had to be there. You had to have watched the last episode to know how fucking crazy that was. Well, anyways, now on to episode 3, my favorite of the episodes. They stole Max's brain. Little buddy, what have they done to you? Someone snatched Max's brain, gunning for control of its bizarre psychic powers. Now Sam is rolling up his sleeves, smacking heads and throwing slugs, whatever it takes to get back what's rightfully Max's. Let's play episode 3. Woo! Alright. A little bit more than, a little bit less than halfway there. Technically. Technically speaking. Skunk Ape presents. From the archives of Telltale Games. Wow! Ernie's Deli. La da 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 da. La 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 la. Ba-da, 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 ba-da. Wow.
Thanks to our magnificent brains, most of us live out our lives under the delusion that we are in control. But are our brains truly in control? Makes you think, doesn't it? Engrossed in the thrilling cinematic exploits of their ancestors,
Wow.
the freelance police have had no time to ponder these eternally vexing questions. But in mere moments, they and you will be plunged headfirst into these murky philosophical depths when Sam returns from his ill-timed bathroom break to discover they stole Max's brain.
Max? Little buddy? No, 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 no. No!
Uh-oh.
Hey! What happened to Max? Talk!
Oh!
No! 1 second we were guarding the devil's toy box, and bam! Out went the lights!
Through a fog of rage, darkness, and raisinets, I tried to remember what Flint Paper told me about interrogating suspects.
Rule number one, don't let the suspect control the conversation. Get him talking, then surprise him. Interrupt him with a question, or call him a liar, freak him out. And if all else fails, bring little Miss Persuasion out for a stroll.
Yeah.
Actually, I think it was more...
Try interrupting the suspect's story with a question or threat. We'll let them talk it out for a second.
Anyway, someone knocked us out with a booming and/or banning sound, and
That's the last thing we remember until you woke us up and started snarling at us.
yeah, that's the last thing we remember.
Rule number two, timing is everything. When you hear the suspect lying, that's when you jump in and accuse him.
Yeah.
Yep, I was totally unconscious the whole time. Well, I certainly didn't see anything interesting.
Can we go now? The apocalypse is at hand, and we've got plans to make.
No, let's run through it again.
Run through it again.
Fine.
What happened to Max? Talk!
Talk.
We don't know. 1 second we were guarding the devil's toy box, and bam! Out went the lights.
Actually, I think it was more of
You say the lights went out? That light was joy. And it's getting snuffed out all over the city, dragging us all into a sea of blackness.
Can we go? Your gramifieds are really bringing us down.
And we're in a doomsday code.
No, keep talking.
And we're in a
That's the last
doomsday
thing we
cult.
remember until you woke us up and started snarling at us.
Yeah, that's the last thing we remember. Yep, I was totally unconscious.
Noir.
Now all I can see is his blank, brainless body staring at me, asking me, why?
Okay, you've obviously got some issues to sort out. We've got an apocalypse to prepare for, so...
You've got some
What happened
issues.
to Max? Talk!
We don't know. 1 second we were guarding the devil's toy box, and bam! Out went the lights.
Actually, I think it was more of a boom.
Because I distinctly heard it more like a...
Tell me more.
What are you talking about?
The devil's toy box!
It's a source of horrible, terrible power.
And now it's gone! We're doomed!
So the devil's toy box
Stop doing that!
and Max's brain are gone.
That's the last thing we remember until you woke us up and started snarling at us.
Yeah. Tell me more.
What are you talking about?
Well, you see, when the brain loses consciousness, it loses the ability to process and retain memories.
I know what to
So
do.
Already know
I'm
that.
just...
Go on!
Well, that's about it.
Can we go now? The apocalypse...
What happened to
Yeah.
We don't know.
I'll just... I like going through all the,
Bam!
I like going through all the little options.
Anyway, so...
Hurry up.
Skip it!
That's the last thing...
Yeah, yep, I was totally
Hurry up.
unconscious the whole time.
Hurry it up! What happened to...
Once...
Okay.
Bam!
Actually, I think it was more...
Threaten.
Go ahead. Put us out of our misery.
Since we've lost the devil's toy box, we might as well be dead anyway.
Too easy. Keep talking.
Too easy.
That's the last thing we were...
Yeah. Threaten.
Go ahead. Put us...
Okay.
Two...
Well,
Can we go?
What happened to...
We don't... Once and bam!
actually, I think
You're
it was
lying.
more-
Lie! Why are you lying?
We're not lying. Someone snuck up on us and knocked us out.
How do you think we wound up on the floor like that?
Okay. What else can you tell me?
Okay.
That's the...
Okay.
Yep, I was totally
You're lying.
unconscious.
Liar.
All right. I came to before Jebediah, just in time to hear the telltale sounds of a brain being removed from a bunny.
Uh-oh.
But Daya, why didn't you do anything?
I was afraid. Afraid that he'd remove my brain too.
Who? Who took Max's brain?
It was the space gorilla.
Skunk ape.
Of course. He must have been released from the penal zone when the toy box was stolen.
Wow.
So sorry.
Not half as sorry as that brain-stealing space ape's gonna be when I catch up with him.
Rule
Interesting.
number 3. Mole men are easy. To crack the tough nuts, you'll need information to prove your case. Sometimes
Correct.
you gotta ask around to get the dirt on the doers. Now, go get 'em.
I wrote a mental note to thank Flynn at Max's funeral and got ready to squeeze some punch.
Remember to interrupt at the right time. Good luck. Yeah, so they brought up a brand new mechanic to the game, interrogation. And I like it. It is so fun interrogating these people. The music in this episode's also banging.
General Skunky. I should have known. That space ape had wanted Max's brain ever since he found out it was special. Now that special brain was gone, and I was cut loose, drifting in the neon current, hoping for a lucky break.
All Night Dogs, Pet Pavilion, open 24 hours. Hey, the sign spinner. Hi.
Oh, ugly. You're one of Skunk Ape's goons. Where's your boss? What did he do to my little buddy?
Oh.
No, I haven't seen General Skunk Copy since you unjustly imprisoned him in the penal zone. Never forget his fine, terrified howl as it echoed across the dimensional boundaries. Anyhow, since Skunk Copy's imprisonment, I've been reevaluating my life choices. Abandoned violence for a career as a science spinner. The very fulfilling road into true job, most suited to a space ape of a certain age. Enough about me. You should talk to the rat.
The rat.
Yes, the rat. Certainly seems plugged into the ins and outs of this.
He's giving me information. I'm not even saying anything. Again.
Where's Skunk Ape?
I already told you. I don't know.
Okay. Tell me more.
What are you talking about?
Don't you remember when you and your partner defeated my leader, the magnificent General Skunkape, trapping him in the penal zone?
Oh, yeah, that. So?
I like that. Oh yeah. So. Tell me more.
Reevaluating your life choices? What does that even mean?
Skunkape's defeat made me take a really hard look at myself. Honestly, is there anything more pathetic than a middle-aged space gorilla waving his blaster around the galaxy like some kind of teenager?
How about a dead partner?
Yeah.
The only way to break the cycle was to just walk away. Now I have a wonderful job as a science spinner and a girlfriend at the village. I don't even have to shoot anyone.
Nice for you.
Enough about me. You should talk to the rat. Yes, the rat.
What rat?
Rat? What rat?
Frankie the rat. He traffics in stolen merchandise and tawdry gambling rings.
Frankie
Where
the
can I
rat.
find him?
He hangs out on the corner of Benny and Vidi in the Latin Quarter.
We got what we needed. From you.
Frankie the Rat. The name left a bad taste on my tongue and an itchy sensation in my boxers. Still, there wasn't a rodent more plugged into the bad wiring in this city.
Wow. Couples only hotel. Hi, Frankie. You got some explaining to do, Frankie. We're gonna get you. Oh! Oh, you're cornered, Frankie.
Hey, Rat.
Sam, buddy, how's it hanging?
My partner's got a bad case of a missing brain, and someone thinks you might know something about it.
Brain, huh? Well, I did see something unusual and brain-related a little while back. Spill! I was
Spill.
given directions to a confused tourist. Poor fellow was wandering around in circles, scaring all the kiddies with his umlauts and 40s knocks and whatnot. I was almost done helping the guy, see? When bam! All of a sudden, this space ape comes barreling down the street, fighting with some other mook. A space ape carrying a brain!
Skunk ape.
I hadn't seen
Skunk
anything
ape.
since Aunt Jacqueline's vacation slides from Pismo Beach with the jelly.
Pismo
on the water
Beach.
skis. Anyways, so I grabbed the tourists and we ducked behind a bunch of crates with the other gorilla. We kept our heads down until the fight moved on down the street. And that's all I know about the space ape what took your buddy's brain. No fooling. That's all I know. I don't know no more.
Again.
One more time. What do you know about my partner's brain?
It's like I was telling you. I was given directions.
Okay. Directions where?
Hey, take it easy, big fella. I sent him right over that way, about 2 miles.
Fuck you, Frankie.
Frankie the rat helping a tourist? It was absurd. Absurd like Max was, back when he had a brain. So imagine my surprise when I found Frankie's tourists wandering around the bad side of town.
Well. I like this character. I don't care what anybody says. I actually really like this. The tourist. He's pretty funny. Oh, he's just like giddy German guy. Guten Gleben, Glauben, Globen.
You, foreign guy, what's your story?
An American police shakedown. How thrilling.
Yeah, it's a real honor. Now, what do you know?
Well, about an hour ago, I was getting directions to the museum district from one of your colorful local rats.
And Frankie sent you here?
Yeah.
Dirty lion rat.
Did you know back in Europe I had so many warnings about your country's rats? But this Frankie was so gracious and helpful. Anyhow, I was about to give him a tip for the help when all of a sudden the Weltraumliebe Zauberkrieg erupted in the middle of one of the asphalt fjords. At least I think it was
Asphalt fjords.
Might have been more of an Udela Stuppenfrontal affair. But I digress. After the fight moved on, I discovered that someone had picked my pockets, leaving me empty-handed and ibble-skibbled in a strange land. I left the scene of the crime, carrying nothing but the clothes on my back. You know what else? I'm starting to think that this isn't actually the museum district. Maybe I am mistaking the friendly rat's directions.
Again.
Let's hear your sad little story again, from the top.
Yeah.
Very well. About an hour ago, I was getting directions to the museum district from one of your...
Okay.
Back in Europe, I had so many warnings about your...
Tell me more.
Museum district?
See, yeah. As a child in Europe, I always dreamt of visiting your city's famous museum district with its Institute of Incomplete Technologies and Hall of Filthy Arts.
Filthy
It was
arts.
overwhelming when it appeared in my Schul books.
Schul.
I was about to
Any
give him a
Flugen?
tip for at least I
Okay,
think it was
tell me more.
Belcher Super Call him what now?
Weltraumliebe Wachzauberkrieg. My people's word for a stunning battle between a strangely garbed man and an alien space gorilla carrying a brain in a jar.
Strangely garbed
Where was it?
man.
Oh, yes. After the fight moved on,
Okay, blah blah blah. Tell me more.
I'm starting to...
What?
Ibble-skibbled. It's a common European word that describes the feeling of my disorientation combined with nagging doubts about a rat. Honestly, what do they teach you Americans in your schools?
Poker.
So, what would you like to know?
Video poker. Again.
Let's hear your sad little story.
Very well.
It's so fun to me.
I was getting directions to the museum district from one of your colorful
I
local
love
rats.
it.
Did you know back in Europe, there were so many warnings about your country's rats? But this
Noir,
Frankie was
fuck
so
it.
gracious and
Another lost soul on the highway of life, forced to get directions from the rats at their feet.
Excuse me? I'm afraid I don't understand your greedy American metaphors and allusions. Oscapade?
Oscapade?
I think it was better.
Norgan.
The hard rain's coming, pal. And when it comes, you're gonna wish you were only in a Weltraum-Liebwachsauberkrieg.
Yeah.
Grimness is depressing, but something must be getting lost in a translation. So, as I was saying, after the you know what else?
Norgan.
It's a strange land, all right. Strange and dark and twisted.
Please stop! I'm already able-skibbled enough.
Sorry.
De nada.
Sorry.
Anything else?
Again!
Let's hear your sad little story again. From the top.
Very well. About an hour ago, I was getting directions to the museum district from one of your colorful local rats. You know, back in Europe, I had so many...
Threaten his ass.
Is that one of your famous American handguns? Fascinating. We don't have any of these in Europe, you know?
Oh, that doesn't work on
I was
him.
about to give him a tip for the... At least I think it was
Okay,
like
threaten him.
Is that one of your famous...
Okay, okay.
After the fight, you know what else?
Threaten him again.
Is that one of your famous...
Okay. The threatening obviously doesn't work. So, there's only one...
Let's hear your sad little story again.
There's only one left to go through.
I was getting that, you know, back in Europe.
You're lying.
You lie.
You're right, it was more like 57 minutes ago. Yeah, but you American police are stinklers. Anyhow, again. It's about at least I think it was...
You're lying!
Liar.
Nein, nee, it really was a Weltraumliebe macht Zauberkrieg. But more like a kleine Weltraumliebe macht Zauberkrieg. But anyway, after the fight, you know what else?
You lie.
Liar.
What? Lie? How dare you make such an accusation without a shred of proof? When I get back to the hotel, I will report you to the European consulate at once.
Fine.
Fine. Now, where was I? Oh, yes.
I'll leave. I ain't got nothing on you.
People in this country are so intense.
They're so intense. Alright.
The tourists seemed like just another victim circle in the drain, but I knew there was more to the story. It was time to circle back and flush out the truth.
I agree. Let's hit up the sign spinner. Numero uno. See what the fuck he knows. You son of a bitch.
Where's Skunky?
I don't know.
Yeah, we get it. You're lying.
You're lying.
No, I'm not. I haven't seen the general, and I defy anyone to say otherwise.
Go on.
As I was saying, since Skunk...
Yeah, you're lying.
You lie.
No, it's true. I've abandoned a life of violence and conquest for an honest, peaceful job as a sign spinner. See?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yes, so...
You should talk to the rat. Yes, the rat.
You're lying.
Certainly seems plugged into the
Actually, tell me more.
Rat? What rat?
Frankie the rat.
Where can I...
He hangs...
Again.
Where's...
I don't...
Threaten him.
Terrified. Are you trying to threaten me with that?
Maybe.
You are aware that my ultra-dense space gorilla hide renders me impervious to your puny Earth bullets, right?
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
Okay. Threaten him again. Is he just gonna say the same thing? Yeah.
Well, where were we?
I forgot. Yes, the rat
Okay.
certainly seems plugged
You're lying.
You lie. There is no rat.
Excuse me, have you seen this city? There's rats everywhere.
Again.
Where's Skunky?
I already told. I don't know.
Noir.
Unjustly. Don't make me chortle. When you get right down to it, we all deserve to get tossed into the penal zone. You, me, the guy who delivers your deep dish pizzas, all of us, bubbling over with sin and corruption and...
Is there a point to this, or are you just trying to get me depressed?
Just thinking out loud.
Sorry.
Saying, since Skunk copied...
Okay, yeah. Noir.
You can't reevaluate your way out of fate, chump. We're all headed for a pine box and a boilerplate eulogy, and you can't change that any more than a tiger can change his pants.
You possess a very depressing worldview.
It comes with the territory when someone cuts out your partner's brain.
Enough about me. Yes, the rat.
Noir.
Certain
Rats? The whole world's full of rats. All of them clawing each other's eyes out to get off this sinking ship called life.
That's quite disturbing and sad. Please stop.
I won't stop until I get the guy who did this to my little buddy.
I have a quaint feeling, I think, and I'm not quite sure, that all three of these characters, the sign spinner, the tourist, and the rat, are voiced by the dude who plays Strong Bad and Homestar Runner in the Homestar Runner web series and the Strong Bad video game. I think it sounds very similar to him, and I'll have to look it up later, but you know what? I'm going to look it up right now. Voice of Strong Bad and Homestar Runner. Matt Chapman. Voice of Sign Spinner Salmon Max. Whoops. It's not showing me. Voice of Tourist Salmon Max. Magus Fietzek voices Hubert Q. Tourist in Salmon Max. Okay, never mind. Well then what about the Sign Spinner? Sign Spinner, Ape, voice actor, Sam and Max. Maybe not. Maybe I'm incorrect. Okay, I don't know who this is. It sounds a lot like him though. Okay, well, we ain't got nothing on this guy. So we'll go to the rat.
Hey, don't you want to know about our baby iguana sale?
Baby iguana sale. Fuck you and your baby iguanas. Let's go to Frankie. Frankie's got something. That some bitch. He's just lying on the ground.
I was given directions to a confused tourist. To the
Fucking
museum
funny.
district? Yeah. Poor fella was wandering around in circles, scaring all
Noir.
the kiddies with his umlauts and 49s.
Actually, tell me more.
Where? Anyway, it was almost Skunk Ape.
Yeah.
I hadn't
Tell
seen
me more.
anything then. A brain? Was it Max's? How
Yeah.
should I know? All I know, it was a brain in a jar, and that crazy space gorilla was holding
Hey,
on
kitty
to it
pie.
like it was his best friend in the wild.
Like it was his best friend in the
So I
wild.
grabbed the tourist, and we ducked behind a bunch of crates with the other gorilla. We kept our heads down until the fight, and that's all I know about
Tell me
the
more.
space ape. Other gorilla? What other gorilla? Believe it or not, it was another space ape. He was spinning a sign for some pet
The
store.
sign spinner.
Dirty punk sign spinner.
That dirty punk sign spinner. Again.
One more time. What do you know about my partner's brain? It's like I was telling you. I was given directions to a confused tourist.
Yeah.
Poor fella was wandering around in
Noir.
scaring all the kitties.
The city's full of lost little lambs, and most of the Bo Peeps are just leading them to the slaughterhouse.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to hear this story or just try and get me all depressed? Anyway, it was almost done.
Let's just get everybody. Let's get everybody depressed. Fuck
I
it.
hadn't seen anything down
Noir.
there since.
My partner had a brain once. It wasn't the best brain in the world, and a lot of people said it was chemically imbalanced, but it was his. And now it's gone. Gone like hula hoops and print journalism.
What the heck are you talking about, man?
What the heck are you talking about?
Like I was saying, so I...
Okay, blah, blah,
That's
blah,
all I
blah,
know
blah.
about the
Noir.
space ape.
Sure, hide behind your crates and wait for someone else to do something. But one day, the violence in the streets is going to spill over the gutters and stain your pretty white socks with the blood of the innocents.
Socks? I don't got any socks. I'm a rat.
Don't you forget it.
Don't you forget again.
One more time.
It's like I was...
To the museum.
Yeah.
Yeah. Threaten him.
Hey, man, no need to pull out the heavy metal. I'm talking, see? So, like I was saying, I was almost done.
Skunk Ape.
I hadn't seen anything that weird since
Threaten him.
Mad Jack. Yeah, the gorilla pulled out his gun, just like that. Anyway,
Just like
that's
that.
all I know about the space
Threaten.
ape. Yeah, I Yikes! Stop doing that! It ain't good for my angina. So
My angina. Again.
One more time. It's like I was to the music. Yeah. Poor fella was wandering.
You're lying.
Don't lie to me, Frankie. I talked to your tourist, and it looks to me like you sent him over to the wrong side of town to get rolled by your rat pack.
Yeah.
Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. But this conversation is over. I ain't saying nothing till I get some legal representation. Annoy with some people. Trampling a rat's God-given merengue rights. There ought to be a law or something.
Again.
Talk! Are you deaf or something? I ain't talking without a lawyer, and you can't make me. I'm pleading the 5th, maybe even the 6th. Whatever it is, I'm pleading it, and no two-bit cop is gonna stop me. Attica! Police brutality! Excessive force! Where's the neighborhood watch when a victimized rat needs it? Talk! I'm annoyed with some people.
Noir.
Lawyers and rats. One's a disease-spreading vermin gnawing away at the foundations of society, and the other likes cheese.
That's pretty funny, but I'm still not talking. Talk! Are you I ain't... I'm pleading the 5th. Maybe even the 6th. Whatever it is.
You're lying.
Stop lying. Who says I'm lying? Talk! Attica!
Tell me more.
What are you talking about? Well, you see, we got a little thing in this country called the Constitution. And...
Ah. Again.
I ain't...
Threaten his ass.
Do you want a lawyer? Here's an attorney, Smith & Wesson. Okay, I'll talk. Sheesh.
I'll talk.
I gave the tourist directions to the bad side of town, but I was just winding them up, really. They asked me, the schmuck deserved it.
Oh, it's mean.
Mighty European wearing his fancy socks. When the big fight broke out, me, the tourist, and the other gorilla ducked down behind the crate, and I picked their pockets. The tourist was I exchanged European stuff, and all the other guy had was funny-looking green cubes. After the fight moved on, the tourist got a nice souvenir for his trouble, and I skedaddled back here. And that's all I know. Ask anybody. They'll vouch for old Frankie, if they know what's good for him, that is.
Got him. Okay, before we continue on, I have to end it kind of early. Sorry. Like, favorite, subscribe, do you gotta do. Stay tuned for some more 7 Max, The Devil's Playhouse. I'm beasting them out. Bye!